Hello friends, I welcome you in a fifth lecture of root locus. This before we have studied all the rules. Today we will discuss some numericals. So here we go. So first numerical is g of s h of s equal to k by s plus 2 s plus 4. Okay, in this numerical we have three poles s plus 2 s plus 4 and we don't have any zero. Okay, so we are starting with the numerical or pole p is equal to number of poles are 3, s equal to 0, s equal to minus 2 and s equal to minus 4. So I have written here values and we don't have any 0, so z is equal to 0. That is the number of pole and number of 0. Then our next rule for numerical is about existence of root locus. So for existence of root locus, I have drawn here S plane, okay, and marked all the poles. So first pole is 0, second pole is minus 2 and third pole is minus 4. Okay, then checking about the existence of root locus. So for that I have plotted all the poles on x-axis. Okay, we don't have any imaginary pole or 0 here. Our region is starting from infinity to first, that is 0, then second slot is 0 to minus 2, then minus 2 to minus 4 and minus 4 to minus infinity. In each and every section we need to check existence of root locus. So first region is infinity to 0, put any point here and check on right hand side of that point and count number of pole and number of 0. If I put here my point and checking on the right hand side, there is no single pole or 0, so complete region is non root locus region. Which region? Infinity to first point. Then region 0 to minus 2, this. So put any point in this region and check on right hand side. So on right hand side there is one pole, one is odd figure. If there is a odd figure, there is a root locus region. So this is root locus region. Okay, then next is about minus 2 to minus 4. If I again put one point in between minus 2 to minus 4 and checking on right hand side, count number of poles or zeros, 1 2. 2 is even figure, so this is non root locus. Okay, your count should be odd figure. And likewise if I put any point between minus 4 to minus infinity, that is the last region, and checking on right hand side, so count number of pole and 0, 1 2 3. 3 is the odd figure, so this is root locus, completely root locus region from minus 4 to minus infinity. Okay, this is about the root locus region. That means between 0 to minus 4 and between minus 4 to minus infinity, only in this region your root locus will be drawn, not in this region or this region. Got it? Clear? Now next is about the asymptotes. Asymptotes are the guidelines. Okay, so for asymptotes we are finding theta as well as sigma, angle of asymptote and location of asymptote. So first of all, angle of asymptote. Angle is twice q plus 1 into 180 by p minus z, where this q means q is 0 1 2 up to p minus z minus 1. Okay, value of q start from 0 and end on p minus z minus 1. So put the value of p minus z minus 1. It got p is 3, z is 0, so 3 minus 0 0, sorry 3 minus 0 3, 3 minus 1 2. So q start from 0 1 2. Okay, put all these value in this equation, so you will got theta 1 as 60, theta 2 180 and theta 3 is 300 degree. As you got three values here, you will get three angles. Okay, now the next one is of sigma, that is location of asymptote. Formula for sigma is real summation of real part of pole minus summation of real part of 0 divided by p minus z. So summation of real part of pole, real part is 0 minus 2 minus 4 and we don't have 0 any, so minus 2 plus minus 4 minus summation of real part of 0, we don't have any 0, divided by p minus z, 3 minus 0, we got minus 2. This is a location of asymptote. Okay, next point is about breakaway point. Okay, to calculate breakaway point, we need to consider characteristic equation, that is 1 plus g of s into h of s equal to 0. Okay, so put up the value of g of s h of s as given in numerical. So and made equation, multiplication of these bracket, then cross multiplication, okay, and equate with 0. In this way we will get s cube plus 6s square plus 8s plus k equal to 0. Your denominator should be equal to 0 multiplied by 0. Okay, so you will get a plain equation, this one. Then next step in breakaway point is write this equation in the form of k. That means write this equation like k equal to, so k equal to minus of this, minus of s cube plus 6s square plus 8s. Okay, this is a equation in the form of k. Then derive this k with respect to s. Okay, taking derivative, so 3s square plus 12s plus 8 equal to 0. Okay, our next step is derivation of k with respect to s and equate with 0. For this equation, find out the roots. So we'll get root s equal to minus 0.84 and s equal to minus 3.15. You can directly solve this equation on calci. Okay, so two values. Out of these values, we need to check which one is valid and which one is invalid. Okay, so if we go for this value 0.84 minus 0.84, minus 0.84 value will come in 0 to minus 2, that means under root locus region, and minus 3.15, this value comes in minus 2 to minus 4, that is a non-root locus region. That means the value which comes in root locus region is a valid. Okay, this is a valid breakaway point, this is a invalid breakaway point. We should go for this value. Okay, now next is about intersection with imaginary axis, at which point your root locus will intersect with the imaginary axis. So steps for finding intersection with imaginary axis is, again consider characteristic equation 1 plus g of s h of s equal to 0. Okay, we already found out characteristic equation in previous step, that is a breakaway point. So copy directly that equation, s cube plus 6s square plus 8s plus k equal to 0. Then for this equation, make roots array. Okay, what is roots array? Check your equation in complete form, that is a cube, square, single s and constant. Okay, so I have written s cube, s square, s raised to 1 and s raised to 0. Then write down the coefficients, one alternate. Okay, like s cube, so 1, then leave this term and write down 8, leave this term, then 0. Okay, then s square, for s square coefficient of s square is 6, so 6, leave this term, then write k, then 0. Okay, this is 2 row. Then next is s raised to 1. This term can be calculated as, pay attention here, 6 into 8 minus 1 into k divided by 6. I repeat, 6 into 8 minus 1 into k divided by 6. So 48 minus k by 6. Likewise for this, 6 into 0 minus 1 into 0 divided by 6, ultimately it become 0. Okay, and here do the same calculation, this term into k minus 0 into 6 divided by same term. Okay, so for this you will get k, same term into k minus 0 divided by same term. So this term in numerator and denominator get cancelled and you will get only k here. Okay, so for this pattern here we'll calculate value of k marginal. So how it could be calculated? Consider s raised to 1 row, this one, and copy this value 48 minus k by 6. So 48 minus k by 6 equal to 0. Okay, from this calculate k, so it becomes 6 into 0 0, so 48 minus k equal to 0, ultimately k will be 48. So this is a nothing but value of k marginal. So for this value, okay, for this value consider s raised to 2 equation, that means s square equation. So 6 s square, okay, 6 s square plus k equal to 0. Okay, so auxiliary equation, write down this equation from this row, s raised to square. So 6s square plus k, 6s square plus k equal to 0. So 6s square plus k, value of k is 48, equal to 0. S square divided by 6, so s square plus 8 equal to 0. Find out the value of s. So under root of 8 minus 8 will be under root of 8 is 2.82, 2.82i, because we have calculated under root of minus term. Okay, so this is what intersection with imaginary axis. Okay, so now we will draw root locus on graph paper. Here I have shown already S plane, y axis, x axis. Then I have shown my all poles. So s equal to 0, s equal to minus 2, s equal to minus 4. So 0, minus 2 and minus 4. We don't have 0 any. Okay. Then remaining calculated terms, just like sigma. Sigma was minus 2. So I have shown here sigma is equal to minus 2. Okay. Write down each and every term on your S plane, that is a graph paper. Okay. So this is your sigma minus 2. Then we have calculated breakaway point is, valid breakaway point is minus 0.84. So minus 0.84 will be at this position. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2. So it will be here. Then we have calculated angle of asymptotes. There are three asymptotes. One is at 60 degree, then 180 degree and 300 degree. It should be drawn from location of asymptote. So location of asymptote was minus 2. So from this point show your different angles. So 60 degree, 180 degree and 300 degree by dotted line. These all part are the constructional part. Okay, real part is only a root locus. So we have done with the all constructional part. Then write down actual root locus. Okay, first rule is your root locus always start from pole. So we have 0, minus 2 and minus 4, these three pole. So root locus cannot start in this direction, because this is a NRL, non root locus region. So it will start in this direction. Okay, show like this by arrow in this direction. There is one more pole here at minus 2. Root locus cannot start in this direction, because again this is a non-root locus. We have already discussed this step. So ultimately again it will start in this direction. Okay, one pole, second pole, one root locus, second root locus. It will travel in this direction, it will travel in this direction. Okay, so at breakaway point, a point where two root locus will collide and will split. So at this point they will collide and will split at exactly vertical like this. Okay, in this direction and vertically downward direction. And these points intersection with imaginary axis we have calculated, that was 2.82. So 2.82 I means imaginary axis. So 1, 2, 3. So that will be 2.82 I, and here minus, so 2.82 I. Okay, these are the intersection point of root locus with imaginary axis. So first pole, second pole, first root locus, second root locus. This can't travel in this direction because of NRL. Again this can't travel in this direction because of NRL. So they are approaching towards each other, will collide here at a breakaway point, will split up vertically upward and in downward, and they will follow your asymptote. So follow asymptote and they should pass through breakaway point. So they will pass through breakaway point and will go to infinity parallel to your asymptote like this, split, then they will follow asymptote parallel to asymptote and should pass through intersection point. Okay, your curve should be smooth curve. Okay, so one pole, second pole, one root locus, second root locus, okay, and these are the intersection point. There is one more pole at -4 and one more asymptote is 180 degree. So remaining pole will follow your remaining asymptote, and this is a root locus region as well. So your root locus can be drawn in this section, because section were like infinity to 0, 0 to -2, -2 to -4, and -4 to minus infinity. So your root locus, third root locus will be like this. Okay, this is a complete root locus for that numerical. Got it? Thank you. Next numerical we'll discuss in next lecture.